Does everybody see my screen? Real quick, does everybody see my screen? All right, great. We are up and running. Let me get a big hello from everybody and where everybody is from. Audio check 100%, screen check 100%. We are ready to learn today about SMS campaigns. Now, I see a couple people still pouring in right now as we're getting this session ready. Today's session is a really special session because unlike when we talk about mobile sites, mobile apps, now, of course, you could take a mobile site and create a sort of recurring income model around it with the hosting, with charging for changes. But the great thing about SMS campaigns, there are two things that make them extremely powerful. And I want feedback from you guys to what you think those two things are. Why are SMS campaigns extremely powerful? Other than spamming people. Number one, and I see a couple people that are saying it. Number one, yes, good ROI. They are effective. They work. The open rates are high. They work. They get people back into stores. People react to SMS campaigns. Number two, because they work, you are able to build a recurring income stream because an SMS campaign, it's not a one-time quick fix. It's not a mobile site that you just pop out and boom, you're done. You're ready to move on to the next thing. But before I tell you how to build a recurring income stream of simple, just simple $200 per client, but you can make this much, much more. I'm just giving you the minimum. These are with the very tiny, small SMS campaigns. That is the minimum. Let's aim for something much, much higher. But before I do that, who here doesn't know what SMS is? What SMS? Who doesn't know what SMS is? And no, I am not kidding. Silly mini sites, yes. Scott, you are. I'm hearing very dirty responses. I wish you guys could see what I am reading right now. Chaz says, I have to read some of these. So the responses I'm hearing are some kind of sex thing, sell my sister, sex makes me smile, S&M for 3, and so much sex. So I'm guessing that we have a pretty excited crowd here. Now, I promise that this is something on mobile. We are not going to be going into dirty topics on today's. No, we do not have a stripper template. These are all professional templates that you guys had from Mobile Treasure Island. So, what SMS is, obviously it's text message marketing. It's one of the best ways to get in touch for a local business to get in touch with their customer base. So very, very powerful concept. And this simple concept you can do many more things with. It's not just a simple text message. And as we'll see, It is much more powerful than that, and especially with different technological advances, I'm going to go through not just simple SMS campaigns, but some very cool features that you can integrate to make it more powerful and much more niche specific. Now, who here has ever actually sold a client on an SMS campaign? Give me a not yet or give me a yes. Either not yet or yes, because I kind of wanna get a nice poll here. All right, so I'm seeing approximately 95%, 95%. Now mobile sites, I would say about 80%, but I see like 95%, which is cool. Now, one question for you guys: what's more interesting? All right, what is more interesting? Is where do you see more potential? What's more interesting for you guys when I create future presentations? Out of the three, apps, mobile sites, or SMS? Give it to me. I want to take a quick poll. Real quick. All right. A lot of people are cool. All right, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Because we got some really cool stuff coming for you guys. Now, before we get into that gives me a good background. So I'm going to teach you, we're going to just start with a simple structure and how you can basically build this ROI for local business and show them why they need an SMS campaign and how it's going to deliver them results. Now, before we do that, you need to know the technical background. You need to understand how it works, right? Because if you don't understand how it works, how the hell are you going to sell one of these? If you're not sure. So, with how does a regular SMS campaign work? And obviously, if you've scanned a QR code, if you've texted a keyword to a short code, you understand. But if you have not, then just a real quick run through. All right, QR code. You have a QR code on a flyer. So let's do a little bit of a visualization exercise. You have a QR code on a flyer inside a business. Maybe it's by the cash register. Cashier says, "Hey, scan this." All right, you're gonna get some type of coupon, maybe a free slice of pizza if you just opt into our SMS list. All right, you scan it. You take out your nice little smartphone. You either scan it, or maybe you don't even have a smartphone. Maybe you can't scan the QR code. So on that flyer, what else do you have? You have, hey, text something. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you exactly, I'm going to show you a little later via QR stuff how easy it is to set these things up with QR codes. It's extremely simple. This links then to a landing page, or if you scan that QR code, it can also pre-populate on your phone, right on your phone, as if it pre-populates it with a text and with also a keyword to a short code. All right? And then once you text that, you get on an SMS list and automatically get a text to your phone. And then you can only redeem that offer after you sign up, after you get that text to your phone. All right. Now, what is a keyword? What is a short code? All right. Short code, basically, you ever seen one of those, hey, text this word, text pizza, 22 to 70651. All right? 70651 is the short code. Why? Because it's easier. What if they said, text pizza 22 to 70651 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. All right, like a regular 10-digit number. it would be just too complicated. Now, short code is much easier, so that's why we use short codes, and the keyword is the pizza 22. Why? Because a lot of times these short codes are shared by multiple businesses, so you got to text a special keyword in order to get opted in to the correct list. All right, and then so once you text that keyword to that short code, you then get onto that business's text messaging list and automatically get some type of message. So that's kind of a quick overview. I'll show you a little bit tiny demo of something, but from a technical standpoint, we're not going to get too in depth. I might do that in the future. I know I will. That is something that I am preparing to do for you guys, is to give you guys very easy solutions for SMS platforms, for how to build mobile sites, things like that, so that you can also do the fulfillment extremely easily. All right, but this is how to structure these SMS campaigns and how to sell them. All right, so story time. A little bit of a story. Let me get your opinion first. What's one of the businesses that you would think is the easiest business to sell on an SMS campaign? And I think it might have been in my email. Exactly, roofers. No, I'm just joking. It's obviously a restaurant. It's obviously a food place. Why? Because you could just drive those customers that will go into that business back in time after time after time. Now, I got this Vietnamese place, and the reason I want to bring this story up is because I don't like working with clients, unfortunately, like restaurants as much anymore. If you haven't sold one of these packages, then this is where you want to start. For myself, just the opportunity cost is too great. Business has taken off. But there's this Vietnamese place that I go to, and I really like. And I know the owners a tiny bit now, just because I go there quite a bit, and it's right by my place here. Now, they're pretty new, and they don't have their marketing up to a level where, up to standard where I think it should be. So I just started talking with one of the owners and started explaining how text message marketing works. And be careful. One of the reasons I asked, hey, what's SMS? Because, all right, maybe you guys know it, but honestly, a lot of these local businesses, they're like, what is SMS? So use the word text message marketing. I'm going to use text message marketing or SMS interchangeably here, but just be cognizant of that, because some of these business owners really actually might not understand it. So use the word text message marketing. That is something that they will understand, and they can conceptualize it. All right, and just simply not even trying to sell this guy on a text messaging campaign and structuring one, but just showing him the power of it. And it's funny because they're like, oh, really? Like, wait, I understand the value behind it, especially for restaurants, right? So I was telling them, hey, all you do is, right, while you're selling me this, you just put a flyer here, and it has a QR code, and on top of it, it says, text, let's say, I don't know, text sushi or spring roll to 70102 and receive your free spring roll. And of course, for them, or text whatever to that short code, and then get something for free. Now, you of course want to offer something that is not going to be that costly for you. But why is this powerful? Why? Because when you're standing by the cash register, almost every single person that you come in, you can personally convince them. You could sell them on this. And if they don't want maybe the spring roll, you can offer them a free drink. If they don't want that, you can offer them a dessert, as long as it's a low-cost item. And you get these people on your SMS list. Now, you might think, hey, I'm giving away something for free. This is not what I want to do. I came here to sell stuff, not to be a charity, a food kitchen. But let's slow the roll just a second. And this is something that local businesses, and this is an objection that you will encounter very frequently. They don't understand the power of the list. They don't understand the power of leads. And when they scale that up, they don't understand how powerful it is to send that list a text message and then drive those people back into their store, especially on slow nights. And when you explain it just like I explained this myself, it's so easy, especially for restaurants, to see that ROI, to see that value, and to understand the mechanics of text message marketing. And so what was his immediate response? He said, hey, stop by, let's put together an appointment and let's talk about this in further detail. And I had some other ideas as well, because they wanted to incorporate Facebook and things of that nature. But what I want to show you is how you can turn like that a simple 5-minute conversation. Any restaurant that you guys go to. All right? Let's not overcomplicate this. This was done this was not a lead that I wanted to target, and it's not a lead that I would normally even target nowadays, because, like I said, of the opportunity cost. It was just casual conversation. So what is the easiest campaign? Once again, restaurants. It is for restaurants. And just so you memorize this, so that you can take what you learned here and you can actually explain. This is what I want you to do. I don't want you to just listen. I want you to be able to soak this information up and then reiterate it, just like I'm telling you right now. When you go into your favorite restaurant, you see that they are not using text message marketing. I want you to go in there, and then at the end of your dinner, tell the waitress this. Hey, I really like it here. I really enjoyed my lunch, my dinner, whatever, preferably at a time when they're not so busy. And you're going to go there anyway, so might as well, get a client while at it. I wanted to, I've never actually met the owner, but I come here quite often. I just wanted to meet him for 2 minutes. If he has 2 minutes, I would just, or the manager or whoever. But the important part is a decision maker. You don't want to tell the waitress about your how you're going to structure the SMS campaign. And get the waitress to bring the manager or the owner out, or if he's not there, then say, hey, what would be a good time? Because I come here often, and I do want to meet him. What would be a good time, maybe that we could that I could come in and I just want to say hi and thank him for creating such a great experience for me. And when he comes out, then you thank him, be sincere. Obviously, it's your favorite restaurant, but on top of that, say, hey, I have a great idea for you. I have something that this place is so good, But I see, like, look right now, you know, you don't have that many people here. I have an idea that would drive a ton more people back into your restaurant. And it's simple. It's easy. This is what you say, all right? So listen closely. Get your pen and your paper out. Write it down if you need to have, like, your little notes in your, so that while you're talking, you take out your note card, right under the table, and you keep on looking down, and you put there the menu, waitress, incentive, opt-in, and follow-up. 5 things, all right? When that waitress comes out, why not just give her a flyer along with this menu that you usually give to people? I could create a flyer for you, and this flyer, it would have, you know you've seen one of those QR codes, right? Those little funky barcodes they're a part of kind of the mobile revolution. People scan them with their smartphones. You've seen one of those, right? So to have one of those, and it would have a text, some type of word. Let's say this is an Italian restaurant. Text, Italian 1 to, and we'd figure out a number that you could text it to. All right, and it would offer some type of incentive. Let's say a free drink, free drink of your choice, and that's all the flyer would have on it. And your waitress, when she came out with the menu, she would include one of these flyers, and as people are ordering drinks, she would just tell them very simply, hey, either scan that QR code or text that word to that number, and if you do that, then you can receive a free drink today. And don't worry, what we're trying to do, we're trying to promote our campaign, our mobile campaign, and don't worry, we're not going to spam you or anything like that. We want to give you something free for being a loyal customer, number one. But number two, we also want to, about once a week, we'll send you a really cool offer and some type of discount. You come here anyways, right? So might as well receive a discount to come here and enjoy some freebies. So we'll stay in touch with you. And then people, the thing is, when that waitress is there, this is kind of key, right? Because get this, all right? And but business owners don't understand this, but if people have difficulties with something, they don't do it. And if you don't do it now, what happens? When do you do it? You never do it. And I know it myself. You know it. We all know it. If you don't do it now, you are never going to do it. So this is a key thing. The waitress then is instructed to help these people in case they don't know how to scan a QR code, or they are confused exactly how the steps work. They might be, I don't know, like an older generation and not even that familiar with text messaging. She's going to help them opt in as well. And then once they opt in, they get a follow-up. They get that follow-up. They get that follow-up message. Tell her maybe some type of secret word, or it could be a direct coupon that they get to their phone, and she then brings them their free drink, their free dessert, free appetizer, whatever you guys figure out with that business owner. It's simple. It's simple. Bam. That's how it works. But wait. Hold on just a moment. Mr. Let's say Tony from your Italian restaurant that you just met, your favorites, and he says, but I heard of this text messaging stuff, and it's all great. It sounds cool, all this new mobile stuff, but I don't want to spam all these people. I like my customers. What about, isn't this going to be spamming them? Who's ever gotten this objection, by the way? Who's ever gotten this objection from a client? All right, I see about 7 people that said yes out of over 250 that are on this call. All right. So, maybe, maybe. But, all right, there's two things. Number one, they opted in. They opted in voluntarily. Number two, there is always an option with every single text message that you can opt out by texting stop is required. Number three, you're not taking away, you're not spamming anyone, you're actually adding value. This is your favorite restaurant. Who doesn't want to receive text messages once a week? Not every single day, but once a week. Who doesn't want to receive that? I mean, I do. I'm going to go there anyways. Might as well save some money while I'm at it. You're giving them a good deal. You're not spamming them every single day, and you're giving them a good deal. They're actually happy, actually excited about. So explain it. That's all you have to explain. And another thing, that I wanted to ask. Well, double opt-ins. Oh, this is a good one, right? So if you're offering some type of discount, what happens, if someone texts it twice? Will they get, or three times, they text, let's say, pizza 22 to your short code, three times by accident. Now they're going to, every time, I send out a promo, they're going to get 3 text messages, and they're going to feel like they're getting spammed. They're going to get upset. No, don't worry, guys. This doesn't happen. And it's the same way with email autoresponder. If you guys, unless you sign up with different email addresses, you don't get 5 emails from me even. And most of you, if you bought a couple products from us, then you're probably on literally like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lists. And unless it's only for a unique email address. What about some other objections? I want to hear some from you. Does anyone have any other objections that you've heard? Maybe I'll take one or two. Sure. Okay, great one. Shirley says cost. Isn't this going to be expensive? Is this something that I can afford? Well, I'll tell you two things. All right. If your business is going to be a really cheap skate and they're really tight with their money, they're probably not the client that you're going to work with. You're going to want to work with. Number two, regarding cost, if it's going to be your first client, and like I saw, 95% of you said you've never built an SMS campaign, sure, take them on. You want to get that experience. You want to get that one client under your belt. Take them on. Then you readjust your pricing later. I'm going to go a little bit over pricing. Number three, what is this going to cost you? This is what you tell the business owner. What is this going to cost you in sales if you don't implement this? How is this going to affect your business when, Carrabba's or whatever restaurant right next door, they're using text message marketing. Maybe you find some restaurant around your local area, they're using text message marketing, and your competitors are going to start taking your customers. Why? Because they're going to start doing this. And what is it going to cost your business if you do not implement this? And I'm going to go over pricing as well. And, and obviously, if the value's not there, why would they do it? But the value is tremendous, and the ROI is huge. Now, linking it up. How do you link this up? Let's do just a really quick demo. And if you go to qrstuff.com, I just want you to go there, and preferably right now on your browser. Why? Because I just want to drill this into your head so that you understand how this is done, and we're only going to spend like 1 or 2 minutes on this. But this is an easy way to come up and create QR codes that are completely free, and then you just throw them in a flyer. and you could do it like on a Word doc. I mean, okay, yeah, you want to make it professional, but if you gotta do it the quick and dirty way, it's better to have it and make it imperfect than to not do it at all. All right, so QRstuff.com. You could do a website URL, or you can do this SMS message. Now, if you do the website URL, then maybe you do, Mamacita's Italiano Restaurant .mobi, /promo or something. And when they scan that QR code, then they get redirected to Mamacita's restaurant, and they can redeem. Oh, my bad. I think I think that's right. And they can then redeem on their landing page. They get redirected to a landing page, a nice little landing page that looks good. And there they can enter their number in order to get opted in and get on that list. But this is to a landing page, right? Or if you want, you can directly link it to an SMS message. Once they scan that, right away a text message pops up, and for the telephone number here, you would put this short code. So let's say, I don't know, some random short code, and then maybe the keyword would be, taco 23, and you can redeem at your favorite Mexican restaurant your free tacos. I love tacos, guys, by the way, so this is making me a little bit hungry. So let's speed this up a little bit so I can go, even though I don't know where I would get. There is this Mexican restaurant actually. Oh wow. But back on topic. All right. Thanks for making me hungry, guys. But we still got some good ground to cover. Carolyn. All right. So that's how it works, and then it pops up right away, and all they do, they just press send, and boom, they're opted on to that SMS list. Now, let's get back into this presentation right here. All right, so that's how you link it up. That's how you get that QR code, and you just throw it on maybe into Word doc or on something. So why are you going to connect? Why are you going to connect to a landing page? Now, who knows the difference on here between or who doesn't, landing page and a mobile site? Real quick. All right, mobile site, full-blown mobile site, like most of you probably bought Mobile Treasure Island, right? 5-page site, very informational in nature. Landing page is a single one-pager. It's like an opt-in box. It just pops up. But one page with a call to action. So it says, enter your number. Yes, a mobile landing page. Enter your number below. Or click the tap to call number to get in touch and schedule a consultation right now. That's all it is. A landing page is meant to have a call to action and meant to get that lead to take some type of action, whether it's click the call, tap to call, and enter their number to get opted onto an SMS list, or enter their email to get opted on to an email list. All right? So just real quick, and why are you going to connect to a landing page? Now, you could do two ways, right? You can either connect to a landing page that has an opt-in there, or you can scan that or when they scan that QR code, it can pre-populate that text message immediately. So there's two ways. Now, I would urge you, what's better? What is better? One kind of takes out that additional step of that landing page, right? Now, the great thing about having a landing page, for it to connect to, let's say, the restaurant's landing page first, is it establishes the branding of that restaurant. If you have that nice, page, it really gets that person to convert. Whereas it could be sometimes it could be a little sketchy when just your SMS gets popped up onto your phone. You're like, wait, what's going on here? I don't know. Should I send this? This is kind of spammy. I don't know. But that landing page, it establishes the branding and it captures that traffic as well, because once you opt into that SMS list, maybe it redirects you to another page to download something else, maybe download the restaurant's mobile app, download the restaurant's menu, whatever, or there's a link back to the mobile site. There's a lot of different things that you could do. So I just want you to get thinking about that, but with the caveat that if building a landing page is gonna prevent you from creating an SMS campaign, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, don't come up with that excuse, because I know that when you come up with that excuse, then that prevents you from taking action. All right. What about some cool functionality? Some cool functionality. Now, of course, when you send those follow-up text messages, you could send cool stuff in them. All right, so let's run through this just real quick. Number one, some cool functionality, coupons with barcodes. So when you either send an SMS blast or that follow-up, it can have an actual coupon in it that has some type of graphic or even barcode. You can have an appointment manager. So basically you collect phone numbers and maybe like times, and as a CSV file for some platforms, you just upload that CSV file and all these people are then scheduled. And basically, let's say I have an appointment right tomorrow at 11 a.m. at my doctor's office. Last week when I came there, they said, hey, by the way, just check this box and put your number here, and we'll send you a reminder that your appointment is, just so you don't forget. We'll send it to you at 8 a.m. Friday when your appointment's going to be. We're just going to send it to you at 8 a.m. You're like, yeah, of course. Who doesn't want a reminder, right? And you tell me, is that not value adding? I mean, I love reminders. I have so much stuff going on in my head. I want people to remind me. So if I get a nice buzz right when I'm waking up, great. And then it says, that text message says, text back C to confirm, M to say miss, or L to, meaning late. And you text it back, and basically some of these platforms are all set up and ready that your doctor then even knows, without you even having to call them, what the status of you attending will be. And by you sending that, bam, you are then added onto that list. So that doctor, I don't know, maybe it's when it's flu season, he then sends you an SMS blast and says, all right, hey, come get a flu shot 50% off, or something along those lines. And obviously that also depends on copay and things like that. Maybe your insurance covers it, but you get the message. Auto post to Facebook and Twitter. You can even hook this up with social media, so you don't have to. When your client is sending out a blast, of course they as well got their social media stuff. Now, do you want to be sending out an SMS blast and logging into the Facebook? Once you log into Facebook, then you have to, on top of that, post in Facebook. You got to do the tweet, everything. You can hook all this stuff up, and boom, it's all done within one sweep. And when you send that SMS out, Facebook automatically gets updated with that same text. You could do that also with Twitter as well. Autoresponder, some of these platforms have an autoresponder as well. Text to win. Let's say, you can even set up a contest around it. You could even do a poll around it. Oh, text 1 if you if you and I could have done that. I actually, maybe actually in a follow-up email, I might include I might include some type of contest or something. I'll see. Maybe in a follow-up email to all of you guys, I might include some type of contest or a survey. Yeah, like you said, George, and then on like a future webinar, show you exactly how it works. I wanted to cover structure today. I'll do another webinar sometime covering the actual technical setup, logging into a platform, and showing you exactly how to set all of these things up. But my main goal today is for you to get clients. Now, how do you price these? That's always the question we all get. How do we price these? Easy. You're going to probably do 4, 5, 6 messages a month. You don't want to spam these people. You don't want to do 30 messages. But it really depends on the structure you set up. If it's like, appointment reminders, things like that. And you're going to be paying between, and this really depends on the platform, sometimes even, and depends where you're located, things like that, 1, 2, 3 cents per message. And then you obviously do a little bit of markup, and then charging 2, 3, 4, 5 cents per message, including a $500 to $1,000 setup fee to your client, including the flyer, landing page, and an SMS campaign. So for setting everything up, you're going to do their flyer, you're going to do the landing page, you're going to do their SMS campaign, boom. On top of that, then monthly management. This is where you get those recurring. This is how you get those recurring clients. $100 to $300 a month per client for scheduling out those texts, which is real easy, right? But the thing is, how do you kind of sell them on that as well? You do a monthly call, one call, and you're going to include some analytics. So during that call, you're going to analyze. You're going to tell them, hey, maybe we could do this, and just a call, not a walk-in, because that's not a in-person appointment, because that's gonna, once you get more clients, it's gonna kill your time. But a normal call, just to analyze their mobile marketing campaign. And what is that great for? If you're going to be doing monthly calls, what is that great for with your client? And I don't mean relationship building. Exactly, Shirley. What happens when you analyze a campaign? You're going to say, hey, what else can you add to this campaign to make it even more effective? What other things? Oh, can we maybe add some Facebook, some Twitter? Can we build you a mobile site? Can we then create an app for your restaurant? Boom. Right? So you want to keep in touch with your client, because that allows you to build that relationship. And then once they see the ROI, they're going to think, all right, let's add something onto this. Let's make this even more effective. Of course I'm willing to pay you more, because you already proved your value once. What else do you have in your bag of tricks that can make me outdo Steve's Tacos next door and allow me to sell more tortillas and tacos and be excited because I'm driving more people back into my restaurant? All right? And how do you get them on recurring? Easy. You could set up a PayPal button. That it could be a recurring button. Now, obviously, with that, it's going to be tough, because it's going to be tough you're going to still have to charge them separately for the per text message fees. But for just the $300 basic, $300 basic or $200 monthly management fee, you can set up a recurring payment via PayPal, or if you're hooked up with a merchant account as well. Now, let's see. And I see a couple questions that I will answer probably a little later. All right, let's get into some. And people have been asking. They're like, "What about other? Restaurants are great. What happens when we run out of restaurants in our area?" And that's a possibility. But there's a ton of restaurants in your area. So after this call, I want to kick you in the butt a little bit and get you guys working. Get you guys really out there and working. What about coffee shops? Coffee shops. Great. Who, how, the incentive, the opt-in, the follow-up. All right, who's gonna be the one that's gonna get people to opt in? The cashier, right? How? Once again, flyer right by the cash register. The incentive, a free sugar, a free milk with your coffee. No. Just a free espresso, free muffin with your coffee. Free bagel, something like that. The follow-up, different mornings, different times, or when it's not so busy. Hey, get a free. Falling asleep at work? Come grab a coffee. Send that out 3 p.m. on some day. All right. What about the gardener? Our desperate housewives gardener. How is he going to do it? When he comes in, he gives, whether you're a female or a male, he gives you a flyer and says, "Hey, opt into our list." And while I do this little gardening task that I have to do, once I get back, if you're opting in, you tell me the secret code, you show me the coupon, you're gonna get 20% off. All right. The incentive, the 20% off. He then can help you as well with the opt-in and the follow-up. This is a great one. Let's say, depending on the service, let's say it's just it's something that needs to be done, a service that needs to be done like every 3 weeks, right? Then you set up different types of campaigns, and with that autoresponder, that person then gets, hey, 3 weeks right after, hey, perfect timing, right? Get 20% off this type of service, blah, blah, blah. And it gets that business up and running much, much, much better. Now, what about computer services? How, like with the gardener, when they come in, then to help you with your computer, giving you that flyer, walking you through it, the incentive, maybe some type of install, maybe some type of extra software, maybe, this is a great one, a free computer checkup. Because it's like a car checkup, right? When have you ever gotten a free car checkup and they haven't found something that's wrong with your car? and then when you follow up, maybe there is some type of virus. They could send out an SMS blast for that, or doing different types of upsells as well. The doctor, we went over that one. How they can do the appointment reminders. Then with the flu, things like that. It is awesome. It's powerful, extremely powerful. Now I want to see, guys, are you seeing the power of SMS campaigns? Do you see the actual power of this stuff for local businesses? How it will change? Give me a yes. If you see this, give me a yes. Because this is big. This is huge. Direct marketing. And it's not like email. All right? It's not like email. No one opens their email. You get terrible open rates. But with text, you get over 90% open rates. You know that person will actually see that message. It is amazing, powerful. What about the florist? And you all have matching templates, so there's no reason that you should not be closing these business owners, that you should not be. And you know what the best part about this is? For lead gen, a lot of times you don't even have to go out of your way. These are the normal businesses that you visit, that you go to on a regular basis. Just think about it. Just make a list in your own head of these different types of businesses. What about, I'm just going to think right now for myself, right? When we get off this webinar in a couple minutes, I'm going to visit 2 of these businesses myself. I'm going to go to a gym. I'm going to go probably maybe grab a bite to eat. Over the weekend, I don't know, maybe I'll go out. Maybe I'll go to some club. There's another business. What about the other restaurants that I'll visit? It's my friend's birthday, so we'll probably go to another restaurant. Boom. Think about the lead gen. You don't have to go out your way as much. Yes, you will. You will eventually run out of leads, but start small. The reason I'm saying this is because let's start small. Let's do this while we're doing normal, everyday activities. People always tell me, they're like, oh, but I don't have time to approach clients. How many businesses do you visit that you could transform their entire marketing by implementing some of these strategies for them? You don't have to go out your way to do it. That's the great part about it. The florist. And I see a lot of people asking, I will get to that question. Bear with me, guys. Who, how, the incentive, the opt-in, cashier, right? Incentive, get an extra flower for your loved one. The opt-in, they opt in. The follow-up. How many holidays are there? There's tons of holidays. Valentine's Day, that you can get flowers for, and that they can send you specials about. Now, cupcakes. What is the incentive for cupcakes? Get a free cupcake and get like a special one, get a cute one, get a cool one that's going to be matching. Maybe like and then the follow-up. Oh, get your Halloween cupcakes, get your Easter cupcakes. Easter's just around the corner. Structuring these types of campaigns. Once again, who is it going to be? It's going to be that cashier right there. How they're going to give you that flyer, and they're going to walk the person through it while they're buying those cupcakes. Does this make sense, how to structure these campaigns? How you can go into a store tomorrow and tell them the benefits of SMS and how they can use SMS to drive business over and over and over again so that they start selling more, so that it helps their business. Real estate. This is a cool one, all right? This is a really cool one. This is where we're going to end it off with, because real estate agents are amazing. Why? Because they're themselves in the business of marketing. If they're not marketing themselves correctly, how the hell are they going to market your freaking property when they try to sell it? How are they going to sell it? They can't even market themselves. They're going to suck. All right? Now, one of the cool things is you can even have like an SMS campaign that then goes back to the listing, which is really cool. But what you do is, imagine, right? You're interested in a property. You drive by the open house sign, right? You drive by the open house sign. What then? Oh, am I going to call that place? I'm in my car. But, yeah, maybe. I don't necessarily even want to talk to anyone. I'm a little shy. Whereas all you would have to do is text maybe, property 3 to a short code, and you get opted on to that property's SMSs. This is where it gets powerful. Why? Because as a mobile consultant for a real estate agent, you're going to have one of the most long-term clients. Why? Because you're going to build a landing page and an SMS campaign for every single one of their properties. And when they opt into that list, they're incentivized also, not only because they get updates on that property, what happens with that property. Maybe it got sold, or maybe there's a similar property in that area as well. Maybe the price is dropped, whatever. It's on the open house sign. So not only by opting in, you get updated on that property, but you also maybe get market projections for the local area. Maybe it's Florida, Miami, Florida, and how investments are going up in Miami, Florida. So you get two things. You get you stay up to date, and you're incentivized to be on that SMS list. And plus, if when you scan that QR code or when you get opted into SMS list, you then have a link that redirects to a landing page, and that landing page has a virtual tour of the house. Just a video that has a virtual tour of the house that you create for every single one of these properties that this real estate agent lists. That's powerful. That's something that is extremely powerful. Why? Because you don't want to go schedule a freaking appointment with every single house you drive by, and you're damn sure not going to look up the property when you get home unless you're really interested. But right there on the spot, you will scan that QR code and you will view that virtual tour. And that's powerful. That is extremely powerful. And that's how you can close a real estate agent and turn that real estate agent not into a one-time client, not only just on a monthly basis, but on a weekly basis. Why? Because for every single one of their listings, that's what they're going to have to do. And that's going to put them way ahead of their competition. That's going to make them the dominant, the powerhouse in that area. And they're going to love you for it. Now, I see one of the most talked about questions here, and I will answer this for everyone. No, there is no pitch at the end of this webinar, and maybe actually some people are a little disappointed in that there is no pitch, because I'm not giving you access to any type of SMS platform or software that you would love, and the one that we hear our own kind of proprietary stuff at SqueezeMobi. Now, however, with that being said, what I will then promise is instead I will, since we did a high-level structuring, since we did a high-level way of how to structure these SMS campaigns, what I will promise is in the near future, I will actually walk you through a platform and show you how to structure these campaigns from a technical perspective. All right, does that sound good? Does that sound good? And I'll show you exactly how to provide SMS. Now, what I am not gonna promise a date on that, but I will do that. So stay in touch. Read our emails, because that's gonna be a powerhouse session as well, and you're gonna love that. And then I'll try to, if you guys are nice, maybe I'll try to get you guys some good deal or something. But I can't tell you much more than that. All right, guys, so let's wrap it up. We are right at the 60-minute mark, and I wanted to give you 60 minutes of just value, no pitch or anything. But I see a lot of you guys are actually, you want a good platform to work with, so that's going to be on me, and I will walk you through that from a technical background. How to actually do it, how to set these up, so that you could see the motions. It's not just a high-level thing, but you see the motions, and then that's when you say, "Oh, now I understand. Now I understand how to go in these platforms." It's not really that hard, which is kind of cool. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming here. I really appreciate it, and what I will do is we're gonna get you that replay up as soon as possible. All right, I'm gonna go to the gym because the gym is gonna be closing in an hour, and the owner sucks. Well, actually, I don't know if he's the owner, but I saw that they were using a Facebook campaign, and but it was like the sign. It said like us on Facebook. It didn't even have the name of the gym. It didn't have anything, and I was thinking, oh, like, what are you doing? And I started talking to the guy that I kind of know now at the front desk, and he's just so stubborn. He's like, yeah, we have a company that manages that. I was like, all right, I don't really want to. I don't want to take you on as a client. Like the amount you're going to pay me is not enough for what I could do with your business. But I did at least want to give you some tips. But if you got everything under control, great. I'll just pump weights. Actually, I'm happier because I don't want an influx of new clientele coming here, and then I can't get on the bench because there's going to be like 5 people lined up to try to lift weights. So I'm actually happy. Hey, I hope your SMS campaign and your Facebook campaign. They don't have an SMS campaign. Your social media campaign sucks. All right, guys. With that, I'm signing off. Much love to everyone. I always love getting on here with you. You are a great community, and I will see you next week. We're going to do another great session next week. So let's get ready because we got some good stuff cooking for you guys. All right. Much love, everybody.